All right, Shia, here we go. Let's do this one together. Do it! Just... Oh, it's... it's freezing. Your dreams being dreams. Yesterday, you said tomorrow. So just do it. Make your dreams come true. Just do it. Some people dream success. Well, you're going to wake up and work hard at it. Nothing is impossible. Good morning, Zeke. You should get to the point where anyone else would quit. And you're not going to stop there. No, what are you waiting for? Why is it stuttering? It's so off. Just do it. Yes, you can. Just do it. If you're tired of starting over, stop giving up. Yeah, thanks, Shia LaBeouf. Yeah, so it kept, stuttering. That does not bode well if we're going to be playing along to some charts this morning. If it's stuttering like that, I'm just going to have to go cancel the stream or something. Won't be able to practice with charts. Morning, everybody. It's been a while since I've done a drum kit stream. I've been playing drums for 26 years, something like that. But most of it's been rudimental concert percussion and only a wee bit on the drum kit. So we're going to work on some limb independence. And we're specifically going to focus on patterns I'm not good at yet. So if you actually are on my website, which is linked up here, /drum, there's well over 1,000 free play-alongs that you can use, including all these different charts. And we're going to be playing through these charts using what I talk about in this particular stream. So the patterns that I'm going to be working on will be 2 limbs doing something and a third limb reading a charts, or a third and fourth limb reading charts. For example, we might play something like this. Ding, 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 and then you read the 8th notes on the snare and the long notes on the bass drum. Etc. Okay, so that's what we're going to be working on. And I'm specifically focusing on charts, or patterns rather, that I'm not good at. Now, if you scroll all the way down to the very bottom, where there's a bunch of drumming tips that are coming out, this very first link right here, the books and gear I recommend, actually takes you to some of the stuff that I recommend and use and have used, etc. For example, this book, 50 Ways of Syncopation, highly recommend it. You can actually find it here. It's by Dom Moyo, 50 Ways of Syncopation. And a lot of these patterns that I'm using are actually from Dom's book, like the independence patterns. But all the charts I wrote, they're all original. So if you want 20 more charts, you can actually get his book. And then there's also the New Breed 1 and 2 are fantastic for working on limb independence. Recommend those highly. And those are affiliate links, so if you use the links, it helps me out. So I appreciate the people who have done that. It's a way that you can pay without actually paying, because you're just buying something you normally would. But I get 4%-ish back from Amazon if it's an Amazon link. Okay, so let's play the first pattern that I want to work on. So the first one is pattern number 8. So this one needs a lot of work, out of control at 165. Let's go back to 160. So we'll go down a wee bit. And okay, so the pattern that I'm going to be playing is just playing alternating triplets on snare, starting on the right hand, and 2 and 4. So pretty simple, actually, but surprisingly difficult because trying to figure out what hand's going to play the what. So all you're doing is etc. Okay, so we're gonna do that. Whoops, wrong button. With a chart, 160. Let's go here. This set of playlists. By the way, if it says members only, it's actually just members first. It's just early access. You will get access to it. Don't worry. Give it time. Give it time. I've got stuff scheduled through November, so stay tuned for more content. Okay, so to jump to a BPM, just go into the timestamps in the description, and then just click, and then it takes you straight there. And it'll count you off. Let's make it full screen. So again, just alternating triplets while playing the patterns basically with an accent on the hands. 1, 2, ready, A. Nice, Carter. I hope it goes well. Just try and relax, have fun. Learn from it. Remember to breathe. Slow down your breathing. So, you probably couldn't see it, but there's actually a part that says the scream in a falsetto voice at some point. It's like line 4. A little weird. That's why I did that. The part that screws me up the most is like trying to figure out which hand I'm supposed to play for some of them. 1, 2, 1, 2, ready, aim. One, two, 1, 2, ready, aim. We survived. All right. Let's stretch and massage it out. So, first stretch that I'd like to do is you take your sticks, hold them in your palms facing up, and you pull in, and you pull in, and you push it out. Ooh, wee. That feels good. Oh, I want to test something actually on YouTube. Let me see. So, in order to do that, I need to switch it so it's this, go there. Okay, perfect. And then let me do that. Cool. So now we wait. So hey, I gave Streamlabs mod privileges, so I'm curious if it's gonna work. Woo! Mouse is sliding. All right, so after you do this stretch, you could, if you do traditional, rotate and hold her there. And then you rotate and you hold the other direction. I don't do traditional anymore. So now, oh yeah, that feels great. Now what I'm gonna do is stretch the underside here. Just pulling a little bit back. Your drumline instructor is giving you a mallet piece with the audition. That's interesting. So I, back when I was like a caption head, for a couple of different high schools, I wanted to make sure that the percussionists were percussionists and not just drummers. So like, there was a couple of years where the drumline would go into the pit during the ballad and would play 4 mallets. And some of the best mallet plays actually were snare drummers. So I'm a fan of that, but I never made them play multiple instruments during an audition. That to me is interesting. I'm curious what their educational rationale is for that, for the audition itself. We're going to stretch here, so we're just going to do 2 at a time. That's interesting. I'm trying to think of like why. Like, yes, it's important to have percussionists be able to play multiple things, but what if you just want to march snare? There's nothing wrong with that. I did pit for 2 years in high school, and then I did snare for 2 years. In college, I did 2 years in snare. In drum corps, I did 1 year in pit, and then 4 years on snare, and then I got into that car accident, so I couldn't march years 6 and 7. Or 5 and 6, rather. No, 6 and 7. But yeah, that's interesting. Never heard of that, actually. Let's stretch thumb to thumb. Well, good luck on your mallet piece. I haven't played mallets in forever. I actually own a marimba. I got it during my undergrad because it was hard to get into a practice room that had a marimba, because like that was the main focus for that particular school. Is all the percussionists were mainly focused on marimba, so all my snare stuff was just like ignored. I was like, all right, fine, I'll work on marimba. But because it was hard to get into a room, actually because of that car accident, I got like a settlement because like it damaged my knee. When I hit the dashboard, I was able to actually buy a marimba with it. It was half off from Percussion Source. Somebody bought it and used it for like once. And then it was technically used. The band director had to sell it back because they're like, we can't actually afford this. It's like originally like $10,000 or something absurd, but I got it for half off because it was used since they put it together. Oh, yeah. Okay, that's interesting. So here, this might not at all be related to what your instructor is doing, but I know some band directors in particular will, in elementary or middle school, require their percussionists to have had X number of years of piano experience, so that way they can play the bells, the bell kit. Or they will require you to like only audition on the bells or mallets. And I personally think that's it's often like used to weed out the people who are just there to be drummers. And I kind of think that's a form of discrimination and is problematic, in my opinion. I would not have been able to make it on a percussion section because I started in 8th grade and I had 0 music experience. And I was like, I want to learn how to play the drums. Specifically wanted to learn how to play drum kit initially. But then after I got into it, I like really had a passion for rudimental and then concert and didn't touch drum kit at all for decades. So it like really annoys me when band directors will like literally just say, no, I don't want this kind of percussionist or drummer. I want this other kind. And they will do everything they can to get them out of their program. Like there's one band director in the Facebook band director group that was like, yeah, I make my students play 3/2 pattern with each hand. And if they can't do that on the first try, then they're not in my program. I'm like, cool. I wouldn't have gotten in the program. And yet I'm better educated than you are. I have a PhD in music education, and you wouldn't have let me in your program. So think about that. Where I started and where I am now, like, I don't know. It just annoys me. Again, I think it's just discrimination. Because band directors are weird. I say that as a former band director. Anyways, a little rant there. So 160, and it was fine. It was technically proficient. We played through it, no problems. It was fun, cool. So we can ignore that for now. Okay, so this one needs a little bit of explaining because I'm not doing number 9, because we're skipping the ones that I'm like technically proficient on, and we're playing the ones that I'm not good at. So this pattern is the same thing that we just did, except now you put the accents on the long note here with the bass drum, and you put on diddles on all the taps. So Unfortunately, the E8010, which is the drum module, and these Yamaha triggers don't always pick up the sounds. So that was... But you can't hear all the taps, which is annoying. Part of it is because of these mesh heads. So these heads don't really work as good with the drum trigger. But we make do with what we got. Anyways, so the last time I played through this, let's see how fast I played at. It was technically proficient at 100. Let's try it again at 100. So we need to go back to a different set of playlists that will go slower. Here. Okay, so a new set of charts. Let's do... Sure. 21 through 25. And in the description, pull up the timestamps and click. Counts you off. Ready, and again, there is a play along here, but you can't hear it. I got it muted because there's a slight timing delay. One, two, ready, and... Feels slow. This one's a hard one though to try and figure out which hand's playing on which cymbal, etc. It's a good one to work on, which, you know, why I'm practicing it. A one, a two, a 1, 2, ready, and... Good. Again, can't hear all the little interior taps, which is unfortunate, but you know. Like, it doesn't even look like it's registering. 1, 2, ready, and... Got something in my eye. We're going pirate mode. Woo-wee. Thank you. Stinger. I appreciate the relief. Okay. 2 more charts. So far, this pattern feels pretty comfortable. 1, 2, 1, 2, ready, and... You can improvise here. You can use this, just play the check. Whatever you want. 100% up to you. Last chart. And then we'll try another pattern. 2, 1, 2, ready, and... We survived. Sweet. Okay, so this one, 100. And... yeah, that was from last time. It was technically proficient. Overall, it's fine. Make progress on it. No problems. Okay, so that one, because we have 3 in a row that are technically proficient, we are graduated. Let's hope I don't get copyright strike for that. I actually got one yesterday from Fortnite stream. Copyright violation. And it was because of the music playing in the Nitro Dome, which I can't mute. I have the like DMCA stuff on, so that way it doesn't play DMCA music, supposedly. And then I also have the music at 0% volume, and I still got copyright strike. It's great. So won't be landing there today. Rude. Samba feet. Right hand plays on the floor tom. Oh, yeah. Okay, so this one's interesting. So, Samba feet. 1, 2, 3, 4. So press, hit, press, hit. Now, you can't really hear the press stroke on these drum triggers in the drum module, but the press stroke kind of like changes the pitch a little bit. It's like whoop, boom, whoop, boom. It's really neat. So you can do it on floor tom, you can do it on high tom, whatever you want. So this is the pattern. While you read with the left hand, okay? So that's what we're going to be working on. And the last time I did this, I did it at 140. Okay, so let's try it at 140. And we need to go back to my website, /drum. And the first row is straight charts. The second row is swung charts. So we're going to go to the first row. And in this playlist, and we're going to play, I don't know, sure. Yeah, that sounds great. 31 to 35. Whee! In the timestamps in the description, you can jump to a BPM, so 140. And it'll count you off. Whoa! Where'd you go? So press, hit, press, hit, press, hit. A 1, a 2, a here we go. Couple of reading errors there. Whoopsies. Polkadot phonics working for me. A 1, a 2, a here we go. Okay, not bad. It's mainly just reading errors. And a press and a hit, and you press and you hit, and a 1, a 2, a here we go. Yeah, it's all from Dom's book, 50 Ways of Syncopation. I highly recommend it. It's great for Latin, jazz, some funk, some rock. Really cool way to work up limb independence. Ah! And ideally, you can even play it faster. But I gotta work that up. 140 was fine. Just reading errors. That's okay. That's okay. There we go. It's like, why is it not going to the right? Well, Jared, you see, you're pressing control, not right. Oh, technically proficient. Cool. So that's 2 in a row, so 1 more, and then we're good. That was fine. No issues with that one. other than reading. Let's see. Ooh. Okay, so this one, number 14. This one is funky. So here's what you're doing. Ding, 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 ding. Okay, that's normal, right? Except your feet are gonna go 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Bass hit, bass hit on the hi-hat. Bass hi-hat, bass hi-hat. While you read through the pattern in 4/4. So you're going to 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. That's where it lines up again with the foot. It's cool. I like it. Let's do this. Let's see. 160. Yeah. We gotta go back. Yeah, so, it's heavily inspired by, like, people like Gary Chester, talks about it for, like, rock, even hip-hop, you could apply it. Like, his books, which are all the way down under the tips section, under here. So, his books are New Breed, 1 and 2. Fantastic for working up, like, rock, stuff. But it has to do with, like, Ted Reed's way of playing through syncopation, this book. So, it's often called short-long. But there's a lot of jazz people who do that. Alan Dawson in particular is like a huge name for how to play through syncopation in different ways. I think it's Dawson or somebody else who has a book like 100 ways or 200 ways of syncopation, something like that. So Dom made his own version that's more of like the common ones. That's 50 ways of syncopation. So highly recommend that book, which is where these patterns are from. Anyway, so we're doing this at 160, yes, and so we're gonna go here, and we'll do charts 1 through 5, sure. Thankfully, there's like 55 charts now, so there's a bunch to keep everybody busy without playing the same thing over and over. This one melts the brain a little bit. First, a couple dozen times you try it. 1, 2, ready, and... And then it doesn't line up on the downbeat for the start of the new chart until a couple charts in. 1, 2, 1, 2, ready, and... Okay, so the next chart, it'll line up on the downbeat if I play it correctly. 1, 2, 1, 2, ready, and... One, two, three, 1, 2, 3. So it lines up on the 4th chart on the downbeat. Because again, it's 3/4 over 4/4 pattern. A 2, a 1, 2, ready, and... left foot's getting tired. Boom, chick, chick, boom, chick, chick, boom, chick, chick, boom, chick, chick. A 2, a 1, 2, ready, and. Need to work on foot cardio. Okay, cool. So 160. Technically proficient. I had fun with it. Success. Alright, so we graduated from this one. We can remove the yellow mark, and we won't ever play it again. Just kidding. Let's come back to it later. Okay, so what's this one? Okay, so ride cymbal and hi-hat in double time swung. Play line with short longs on snare and long on bass in halftime. Okay. I think like that. Let me double check Dom's book. Again, get this book. Highly recommend it. It's great. 50 Ways to Syncopation. Dom Moyo. That is not a paid sponsor. I just like Dom. Dom is awesome. He teaches Steve Gadd's son, so that tells you something about the quality of him. If Steve Gadd refers you out to his own child. Yeah, okay, so that's it. That, I would say, is a good stamp of approval. Let's try 125 again. Let's see how this goes. So we need to go to the straight charts again. And we're going to go into this one, and 6 through 10. Sure, sounds great. We'll go in order. Boop. Open, and 125. Hey, look, it's me. Wow. I didn't know I was interviewed by Lex Friedman. That's cool. It's called a joke, folks. I'm not Jeff Bezos. Some people in the comments ask if I am. No. I know, you know, us white folk with shaved heads all look the same. I need to pause it. My hi-hat's getting loose. Tighten up. Yeah, so like the hi-hat, like there's getting a lot of wiggle room in it. So I had to adjust that. Too high. Alright. Go. Do it! Yes, you can! 2, 1, 2, ready, and... Hi-hat sliding. It's like stretching my left leg out. Thanks for the stretch, drum set. 1, 2, ready, and... left foot was a little wonky. I'm sorry. I made a mistake. I'll never do it again. 1, 2. 1, 2. Here we go. Okay. 2 more charts. You can do it. 1, 2. 1, 2. Here we go. I read it wrong and it screwed me up. I've got 16 pounds of weights and this stand for the microphone pushing on that hi-hat and it's still sliding. Ready? Aim. Not bad. Better than I thought it was going to be, to be honest. So, 125. Mostly technically proficient to some reading airs. I had fun with it. I enjoyed it. That's a good one. Let's see. So, last one that I wanted to work on today before I work on Rebound with the foot. Let's see. What is this one? Swung, slow 16th notes on the ride, 2 and 4. Short. Oh, so it's kind of like the opposite. Short on snare and bass, but in double time. Okay, well. I like my note to myself. Wow, that was no good. Okay, so let's try 150 again. Started with permutations. Interesting. Let's do another set of charts. Let's do 16 through 20. And description. Clicky click. 150. Flip my mouse upside down. Full screen. Yeah, it's a good mouse. I like it. I don't know about this one. Okay, 1, 2, here we go. Nope. Perfect. Let's go. Okay, so permutations. Yeah, let's rewind this. Rewind it back. Here. Okay, so let's see. Timestamps, description. Dun 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 dun. Bum bum. Oh no, I'm gonna get DMCA strike. Let's try 145, and we'll just kind of work our way up. So that pattern. Let's move this. Okay. Rewind. Oh, 1, 2, ready, and. Yikes. 2, ready, and 2, 3, 4. I want to ready, aim. Yeah, it's just every measure's repeating itself. But the transition's a little wonky sometimes. They look funny though, because there's so many of them. It's so I could put it on one page. Alright, last one. 1, 2, ready, and. Oops. Perfect. Okay, so that was a whole lot more comfortable towards the end than it was at the beginning, which is, you know, why I did that. Let's go to here. Yeah. Let's try this again. I think it was 16 through 20 that I was working on. Yeah. Okay. we can just rewind a little bit. Take that, rewind it back. Stop sliding, please. No. It's got a mind of its own. Oops, gotta flip the mouse upside down. Yeah, YouTube's the main hub. This is so bad. I'm gonna give myself a mental break here, so I'll show you. So if you're on my YouTube, this is where, instead of going to the link that's here, on my home tab is where you can find everything organized. So you can find all of the drumming, gaming, and computer science stuff in the home tab under playlists. If you just click on the drumming content, then it shows you just the drumming stuff, or just the gaming stuff, or just the computer science stuff. If you go to the video feed, because there's over 1,000 drumming play-alongs, like, good luck finding what you're looking for. So I highly recommend going there. But I'm also live on Twitch, on TikTok, on Facebook, but YouTube is the main place where I get most of the engagement. Thank you for the little react on YouTube. Let's try this again. That was pretty rough. Why is it on chart 17? Shouldn't it be on 16? Oh, okay. Duh. Math. You can count, Jared, sometimes. Let's try this again. 2, ready, and go. Okay, it's slowly starting to get a little bit better. Yikes. A 1, a 2, a 1, 2, ready, and. Oops. Stop sliding, please. No. Already slid back. A 1, a 2. I need to get carpet. Apparently I hit the stop button. Let's try that again. I like how my mouth kind of was mouthing some of the rhythms there. That was weird. Brains. They're weird. Alright, last one. A 2, 1, 2, ready, and. Oops, read that wrong. Oh, that was so rough. Yeah, it needs a lot of work. I did make progress on it. It got better, but, you know, we got to do this again. Started with permutations. Okay, so, again, we're playing through the stuff that I'm not good at. Hello, Emmanuel. Good morning. On Instagram. So, yeah, highly recommend focusing on the stuff that you're not good at, which, in my case, are the ones that I marked as yellow. All these other ones, they're fine. Okay, so now we're going to do rebound. So this one, we're going to go like this and just keep going. 2 on each on snare and then on 2 on the bass drum, okay? So, woo! Make so you can see. Last time we did this, we did it from 140 to 144. Ooh, I need to add another row. Look at that. Or another column. Cool. All right, so let's try 145 to 149. So we go back to the link that's on the top of the screen, and this takes you to the best place to get everything neatly organized. And Rebound you can find under the limb independence section, or you can also find it under technique, but right here. And you go into the timestamps, and it allows you to jump to whatever BPM you would like. In my case, I want to start at 145. And click. Whoop. And then it'll count you off, and then you play whatever you want. 1, 2, ready, and. Press pause again. The real reason for limb independence, so you can do that. Oh no! What? What? Great way to work on your double strokes with your foot. Highly recommend it. That's why I'm working on it. Two more reps. Starting to get tired. Last rep. See if we can survive it. Do it. Okay. Wow. Da 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 da. 145. Whoops. 145. And it was mostly technically proficient. I was pushing my limits a little bit. We did it at 140. Yeah, that's how you type 9. Got tired. Cool. So next time I work on this, because I've kept track of the BPMs, I'll know like what I need to continue to work on, what I should improve, etc. So all the yellow ones, we'll work on those next time, and we'll actually add some more that we'll need to continue to practice. All of the play-alongs are not found on Google's help. They're found either on my YouTube. Hey, it's me, Cypher. You did a video about me. Interesting. You can find it on my YouTube. Under the Home tab of my YouTube is where you can find it all organized here. Just click on the playlist, and it'll show you like all 89 of the technique exercises or all of the 50 some odd drumming tips, etc. Click on the header, and it just expands all of this. I also have all of the prior live streams here, so if you want to see like the full stream itself and like how I actually practice, when you go into this, I will include timestamps that actually shows exactly what I worked on and where. So right here, I did paradiddle diddles with paradiddles, or I did Blue Devil's 99 Shopping Spree, and this one we did Rodeo, etc. So trying to make it easier for you to find all the content. I'm going to tear this down and get set up for some Fortnite, and we'll try some more of the new season, which is different. put it that way. But if you want to get the book that I was actually working out of, again, if you scroll down on my website and you go to /gear, or click on this link, takes you to /gear. It's got like all of the games I recommend, the hardware I'm using, like the mouse, which Carter mentioned. Like, this is the fancy mouse that I was using. But if you go to the percussion section, it's got all these different books that I recommend. So the main book that I've been working out of in today's stream is 50 Ways of Syncopation. That's not an affiliate link. Dom did not ask me to do this. I just really like Dom's content and think that Dom is an awesome person. Thank you, Pig Skunk, for the follow on Twitch. But I highly recommend it. Another book that's similar is A New Breed 1 and 2, so I recommend going there. These Amazon ones are affiliate links, so it does help me out if you decide to purchase any of this stuff. So I appreciate that. I get about 4% back at no cost to you, so thank you to people who have already done that. Anyways, I'm going to go get set up for some Fortnite. If you're into the gaming stuff, go to /game, or go to the YouTube under the gaming stuff, but /drum. Literally thousands of hours of free content, and more to come. Like if we go to here, we go to, hey, Pig Skunk, yeah, happy to stream some drumming stuff. It's fun. I'm trying to share the content that I wish that I had access to when I was younger, when first starting to learn how to play. But look, we got stuff scheduled in November, in October, like every single day a new play along. So stay tuned, plenty more content. Anyways, I appreciate you all stopping by on the different platforms. We're live on YouTube, on Instagram, on TikTok, on Twitch, on Facebook even, which who even uses that anymore? I don't know, but if you want to go there, that's fine. But I'm going to call it here and get set up for some Fortnite. So again, thank you all, and I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. Goodbye.